So Zahid, there is one thing that is coming up in my mind again and again. Like as you started your journey from Pakistan, right? And then you moved to Berlin and now you know the language, you are a citizen in Berlin. The thing is that how this agency thing is possible. Like you started a store that is making you money, but then how you move to this agency part? And right now you have four offices, almost four offices. Like one is in Pakistan, one is in Berlin, one is in like UK, one is in, you are opening up in US as well. So like this sounds very interesting, this sounds very fascinating, but the thing is like I want to know the deeper story. I want to go inside this. Like, do you have a co-founder? Do you met somebody who is helping you to do all those things? And let's go to the story of this. Like, first of all, which was your first office, then how you moved to the second one and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's definitely an interesting part. And I think that is the beauty of this journey. So when I started 19, so it was just myself and I was doing everything from my living room. So
Okay.
that was basically all what I was doing. I was running back then, like my e-commerce store. I started hiring people. So in the start, they were, like freelancers. So I didn't have much success, like in terms of like hiring co-founders with me. So maybe this was not the requirement back then. A lot of things that I was doing, they needed me full time, and I took a big decision that I left my job without having any source of income. So I talked to a few people, I talked to a few friends, and then I tried to convince them to leave their jobs as well. And then they really didn't trust me because they were thinking, no, are you sure? Are you sure you can make it? Like you don't have any income, how you are going to pay your bills and all these kind of things. So I had some money saved back then from my corporate job. So I went all in. I invested all of my money into my online stores,
Yeah.
and I took a big risk, and that paid off. The online stores, they started making me money. So I learned how to run businesses. I learned how to work with people. So it has been more than 6 years now. So it has been a long journey. And then I started hiring people. So we set up an office in Berlin, and then we opened an office in Pakistan. We have a lot of good developers, designers based there. And then now the things are moving quite fast because we have a very good team. We have customers who pay us. I have learned a lot of things in the last couple of years. I have learned how to manage people, how to hire people, how to fire people as well who are not performing well, because you need to take decisions very quickly when you move into business. And I'm quite happy with the progress so far.
So you started a store of e-commerce, like Shopify store, and then you saw the problem that now, like I think that a lot of other people wanted to open their store, they are not able to. So you decided to you decided to create an offer that is, I can help you to build your Shopify store, and that is how you started the agency. And in that agency, you started helping people with the Shopify store, right?
Yeah, that's correct. So the biggest problem that I saw, or when I was opening up my stores, so I was struggling, like how to set up a good store. I was not designer myself. I was not developer myself. And there were, like a lot of areas that I needed to learn. And I went through, like the hard way, that I spent a lot of time in learning all those things. So what we basically do now, so we work with people who are doing full-time jobs, 9 to 5. So they are busy. They don't have time. They don't have, like enough knowledge how to be a good designer, how A to Z service to those people. So they work with us, we set up their stores, we find products for them, we manage their stores as well, we do social media marketing for them. So it's a fully done service that we provide. We do understand that not everyone can take this decision, and then we work together. We bring them from zero sales to 100,000, 200,000 per month in sales. And at that point, they feel comfortable that they can leave their full-time job and they can move completely on this business that is making money. So this has been, like the basic theme of our agency and how we are different from other agencies. So we have packages and we have services that take care of A to Z in terms of setting up an online store, managing an online store, and then scaling up to, like 100,000, 200,000 and beyond, up to 1 million in sales.
What was the method that you use for acquiring clients when it was a new company? You don't have referrals, you don't have people who know you and stuff like that. Like How did you get your first few clients?
Yeah, so for us it was a little different because we started with apps. So we built apps for Shopify, Wix, and other platforms as well. And it was, like software as a subscription for these small stores. So people were using our apps and then they knew us already. So they were getting our apps organically on App Store, on Shopify, or on Wix Store on Shopify, or on Amazon. So they were downloading our apps. So we started reaching out to those people because we saw like the store doesn't look good or the products don't look good. There is no marketing. So we started reaching out. So it was basically me back then. So I was reaching out to those people and telling them, hey, we can partner up, we can fix this, we can work together, we can do, like better marketing. So it all started from, I would say, like the agency model started from almost zero. And then these people started giving us, like jobs. And then moving forward, we started building up our trust in the market, which is very important. So getting testimonials from our existing customers, customers who were happy with our work, they started giving us referrals as well. So a friend of a friend, and that is how it started. So now we have, like a complete process that we follow, which is email marketing, cold outreach on social media, and also referrals. They are, like big in terms of bringing us sales, organic marketing, SEO. So now it's a fully set up, like marketing process. But when we started a few years ago,
Yeah.
it was basically me reaching out to those companies and convincing them that we can do a better
I
job.
wanted to know, like, what is the next goal that you have in your mind for this 2025? Like, what you're thinking to accomplish in this year?
Yeah, so we are very focused. We are laser focused when it comes to goals. For 2025, our goal is that we want to establish the US office. I want to move there myself. I will be spending most of my time there. We want to get more customers from the US. So basically, like tripling down on our current targets. So triple down everything, not double down, triple down. Like triple down the people that are working with us, triple down the customers, triple down the sales numbers. So this is basically the target for 2020.
Running your agency, it is like, I guess, $1 million a year. That is the agency size.
We do seven figure every year, and we have more than 1,000 plus customers.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. And you want to triple it down in this year.
Definitely, yeah. And this is what I'm working very hard on this.
Zahid, like, thank you so much for this podcast. In this podcast, we got to know everything about like how did you started and the basic thing. I would definitely love to have a part two as well, where we can go deeper and we can have a very deep conversation about like the expansion, the client acquisition, and stuff like that. So, guys, if you are watching this podcast, make sure to comment down part two if you want to have a very deeper conversation about the outreaching infrastructure and the systems that this man is using for scaling his agency. Zahid, like, is there any advice or any last thing you want to share with the audience?
Yeah, I think what I have learned, like in the last 6 years, being on my own, setting up my businesses without having any co-founder or without having any outside investment, I suggest that if you have passion for setting up a business, go for it. Don't wait, because the ideal time will never come.
100%. And this is very important. This is very important. Like, people are just thinking, we will start it, we will start the agency, we will start doing this, we will start doing that. But I think the best decision is like, do it. Even if you are failing once, twice, thrice, but in the fourth one, you are going to win. So it is very important to like do the stuff and do it.